Hey guys, how's it going? Jason Sensational here, welcome back to the channel. Continuing the decks that Crush Thralls, because I have gone absolutely sick of losing to Thralls players on ladder, and so I am dedicating my time to teach you how to never lose against Thrall players ever again. And so today's deck, we have AZIR IRELIA. This is nothing new in the sense that it's a new archetype, new deck, or anything like that. It has always been a deck that sort of has existed ever since its peak, but then kind of taken a little bit of a drop ever since it has been hit with some pretty heavy nerfs. The recent buff to AZIR does help us a little bit, but nothing too significant to bring the deck back into the top of the meta. However, just because of the design of the deck and its playstyle, it has extremely good matchups into certain decks. And one of those decks conveniently is Thralls. Now, for those of you who might have not seen this deck before because, well, you might not have been playing ever since it was on top of the ladder, this deck relies heavily on two concepts. The first concept is the desert soldiers, the ones you can, or sand soldiers, the ones that you can generate off of dais whenever you have an ally's attack, and the same applies for AZIR. Now, where the real synergy comes into this deck is the ability for Blade Dance to actually trigger your Sand Soldier generation. So every time you play a card like Ribbon Dancer, which is a Blade Dance for 1, for every Dais and AZIR that you have on the board, you also get to summon one attacking Sand Soldier. And this really helps apply a lot of pressure because when Sand Soldier connects, it just deals 2 damage to the enemy's opponent face, and 3 damage if you have a leveled AZIR with it. And because you have so many Blade Dance cards like Ribbon Dancer, Irelia, Defiant Dance, as well as Blossoming Blade, you can continue to pummel your opponent's board down until you can reduce it down to nothing, and then you have a really strong attack with your backline units. Some interesting new cards that this deck has received since its performance at the top of the meta. The first one is Shadow Apprentice. Shadow Apprentice is a 1/1 elusive. Whenever you summon an ephemeral ally, so whenever you summon a Sand Soldier, give me +1 attack this round. And because there's very few, because Thralls decks aren't playing Ice Shards nowadays, apart from if they can level Lysandra, this is a really good card, especially coming down as a 1-drop. It provides us a very good engine to kind of scale. The second card that we have added here is Stagehand. I think Stagehand has probably surprised me as a very high performer in this deck. Not only is it an ephemeral, which does buff our Shadow Apprentice, but the ability for a 2-mana 4/4 to present a lot of tempo, especially when you can stun just like a mid-sized unit and present a lot of damage, is really good. Not only that, you can play this card before you Blade Dance so that you can stop a unit from blocking multiple Sand Soldiers over the course of a single turn, because often or not you are attacking more than once a turn and generating more than 1 wave of Sand Soldiers a turn. So having Stagehand to stun that out of the way preemptively to set up your attack is really powerful. Otherwise, you can just use this defensively to stall out for an extra turn, which might get you to the point where you can play Irelia with AZIR and just combo off. Once you do get your main engine, which is basically this Dais and the AZIR, then you can just send out some of your attacks. The main mulligan here is looking really hard for Emperor's Dais and AZIR. Your deck really doesn't do anything if you don't have these cards, so make sure that you give priority over these cards than your Ribbon Dancer or your other Blade Dance cards. And even like Aurelia, even though Aurelia is your champion, playing her on turn 3 is often not very poor if you don't have any sort of Sand Soldier support for her. She's often played on like turns 5, turn 6, where now you have AZIR on board, you maybe have a Dais on board, and you have more mana to play her out. Maybe AZIR's flipped, and then Aurelia Blade Dances are applying a lot more pressure. So the main goal of this deck is to just develop your back end, your engine, which is your Sand Soldiers, and then you can focus on your Blade Dance cards. And we also have some pretty good stall tools. 3 copies of Defiant Dance and 2 copies of Homecoming allows us to stall the deck game phenomenally against some slower, more mid-rangey based decks. So this deck does very well into Thralls, does okay into some more mid-rangey stuff as long as it's not challenger-based units, and does pretty okay into much slower sort of control decks without a lot of damage-based removal. So it's really interesting deck. I don't think it has the best matchup spreads, but if you want to never lose the Thralls, you're in for probably the best deck against it. So enjoy the games, check them out, and I'll catch you guys next time for another video. But peace out, guys, and take care. Yeah, these are baby thralls if you think about it. Yeah, he like spewed 2 5/5s on the board for free on like turn 4 or turn 5, and it was really sad. If we ever lose this matchup, I don't know what to say. I have no words if we lose this matchup. You know, my lack of work. Oh my god, this hand's cracked. If we ever lose this matchup, we're just ending the stream. I mean, it's that simple. It's that simple. Alright, see ya, Atlas. Thanks for stopping by. Like, we have a homecoming as well, so if they ever try to like promising features onto their frozen thrall, we do have at least an answer. Oh, that was a joke? Oh. Over the head. I mean, it's actually like 80-20, right? Like, if we lose, like, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to like reassess where I'm at in life. Promising, let's go. Alright, that's just getting bounced. I don't even think I really needed to do that. It's like I could have just played like Shadow Apprentice and then just went Blossoming Blade and won the game. But like I also don't know if there's like any super punish in going a little bit slower either. Because like he can only realistically get what, 1 thrall out? Like say he like Sansa times me. Is he dead this turn if we stage him? No. We could. Is he dead? Pretty close. Probably not close enough, but let's turn on the heat. If he doesn't have blockers for next turn, we can just like Blossoming Blade him as well for a bit of damage. Is he dead? Ah, so close. But like, Blossoming Blade's gonna end him if he doesn't have like Sands of Time here. He does. That's fine, right? Like, only 1 thrall doesn't really matter. And then we just like deal with him with Irelia. And then we just go Irelia into Blossoming Blade and then win. Something like that. I mean, drew like a really, really good hand here. It's kind of crazy. Ooh. We should have like a scoreboard for our Thralls matchup tonight. I guess it doesn't really matter because when we lose, stream's over. We can track how many times we beat up Thralls though, I suppose. Text. What is this text? Okay. Score against Thralls. I'm gonna preemptively 1-0 this guy, because I'm that confident. Better font. kind of. And for loss, I would find it very hard for me to lose from that spot. And if I did, it's worthy of ending the stream. So, you know, sticking with our theme here. Oh no. Yeah, the issue with decks that beat up Thralls is that you kind of lose to almost everything else, which is the unfortunate part. The word recall turns Thralls into free LP. But they have like 3 Rhino negations, right? Like, say they open attack you with like 3-4 Thralls and you put like 2 Will of Ionias on stack, and then like Ride of negation it, or like you put like any, if you ever put more than 1 spell on stack and they Ride negation it, you're just like really far behind. Okay, this hand's actually pretty good. Thralls players, am I right? Yeah. It's kind of, I don't love this attack, but I think it's okay. I don't know if I'm actually supposed to attack there. Bro. Okay, that's fine. This is really sketchy. It's actually really sketchy. Our setup is so slow here. It's worth playing that just to attack this turn. I guess we could just play Irelia as well. I think Field Musician this turn just a tad bit slow. Okay, I'm glad I didn't play it then. I'm just gonna take the time to put out my Irelia, even though I'm not gonna actually get any value out of the Irelia here. It's fine. I just like use the mana while I can. Or do I? How much mana do I need next turn? If he develops, I want to be able to stagehand. I probably want to try to play Field Musicians, although I can't play both. So it's really this turn, the stagehand next turn, and then Field Musicians on the following. As a hope. I can play stagehand Irelia next turn. And it's basically the same thing. And now this makes his attack awkward if into the stagehand, right? This card has like really exceeded like my expectations in this deck quite a bit. And now the goal is to kill him next turn, otherwise we'd probably lose. Interesting. A really good draw. It doesn't level my Irelia, so I probably play Field Musicians first. I get the attune value out of the Field Musician, so I'm gonna play this first because I top deck Ribbon Dancer. This can activate the Ribbon Field Musician, and this gives me the attune mana, which might actually be relevant. If you're 100% confident that Field Amina beats Thralls, I'm down to play it to have a list. But the consequences of losing here are, you know, you're gonna have to bear the consequences if I ever lose the Thralls. Interesting play. I think this makes sense from him. He just needs to make sure he can't die this turn. Levels bar, which is really interesting. That's really cool. I totally forget how like this bard interaction works. What do we have the liberties of attacking with here? Probably this and only this. And then if he ever makes a block, I think I'm okay throwing this Irelia away if I need to. This block is fine. This block is great. Like I can throw this Irelia away if I need to, because I can make this swap if I wanted. I'll make this swap. I think I'll make this swap because I have a second Irelia in hand. It's like if he has a sharp side, sure. Beautiful. Really beautiful, just thinning out his board. Like getting some free value there is insane. And now we have lead and follow into like whatever we need, and we should be fine here. What? Brother, and what? What? No shot. Oh my lord. Okay, that's kind of frustrating. Oh, because we're losing both our champs now. That's frustrating. We can Irelia, we can do this to get a swap. God, what a frustrating hit. This 3-player champ. We don't have a second AZIR is the problem. Like we need to save our AZIR somehow. Oh, I kind of forget that if this Irelia dies now, it's kind of an issue. Maybe lead and follow there. Maybe. It's just like... Alright, perfect. Because now we have the Blade Surge and lead and follow. So now we can be slightly more flexible. And this is really good. I'm super happy he blocked the Formidable, because if you guys don't know how Formidable and Quick Attack works, that's kind of how it works. Because now we can swap and lead and follow our way out of this. Oh, he doesn't know! He lacks critical information! Oh no, brother. Oh no. He doesn't know. Do I care? Hang on. So like there's still rallies, so like we're not out of the woods yet, but having Dunekeeper as a backup is really good. I don't know if we're completely safe here yet, but we're close. If we survive this turn, we just win. And we'll take our swap. Because we can swap a second time if he has like a prick here. Oh. Oh god, please no, please no. Oh, thank god. Woo! Oh my god, that was scary. So no rally now, beautiful. Everything's going to plan. Because now he does have a rally and we should just win here by replaying AZIR and doing our thing. AZIR's a massive player. I don't know, it's semi-easy to confuse yourself in this spot. It's not like super clean. It's... I'm not gonna like make some excuse for him, but like, those are like semi-easy mistakes to make. Oh, what a draw. Try attack first? No. I'm really worried now if he like concerted strikes me, I don't have a swap. I don't know, it should be kind of tough. Like the only thing I'm super afraid of is like a rally, but then I should be fine. Okay, that's really annoying. Am I still winning here? I might be losing here now. This is tough. I'm not sure we have enough blade dances, and the question is whether or not playing field musician is worth it this turn. I'm not sure it can be. We can like easily get an AZIR lethal through though. Because like if he has a 5 wide board and we have a 6 wide board, we also just win. Because like AZIR is just going to get pumped to infinity. And then he needs a single combat, which... We're still winning here because our board is just wide and we have double blade surge. Drop the landmark. Landmark's okay as well, but... I think it's fine just to play out my unit. Because we just win by having a 6 wide board and sneaking the AZIR through. We can also just blade surge one time this turn if we need to. Just like get a trade. Like we'll go after this trade. And then if he has a buff, we can just swap it again if we need. Or do we? I mean, if he had a sharp side, he would have sharp side already, right? It's tough. This might be throwing. It's actually really tough. But like, I feel like he doesn't have a sharp side. I feel like he would have already sharp sided if he had it. Damn, that sucks. Now we're forced to save our Irelia, which sucks. Because now we're missing lethal. Yeah, I don't think we should have done it. Like it's if they have single or if they have sharp sight, like it feels a little bit tough all inning against like a sharp sight play, but because like we should win here. We should have won by just saving it. But this is also okay-ish. Is he dead? No, he's not dead. But he's losing all his challengers, and we still have Irelia. And he's losing his whole board too. Like we're still okay. We can just field musician for a little bit more value, but we definitely just missed lethal this turn because we were playing slightly more scared. Like we're still in a fine spot here, and that's all that really matters. And then I can just like play field musicians. Oh god. That's not what I wanted to see at all. That sucks. Yeah, we missed our lethal and kind of have to deal with it. Still, very wide if he doesn't have rally. Must have rally. Rally's not even good this turn. Oh, he's forcing me. Like, he gets attacked with the Silvering Vanguard, but that's it. I think we should just have lethal on board now. When I'm attacking the Ephemeral with like the Bard. Well, there's like Bard is surviving. I guess like, I don't know, it's tough. Probably just develop.
Alright, let's get to work.
There's no 2-for-1s in his deck. He needs a sharp side to stop this. I'm drawing a card because I developed. Right, now he's dead. This is exact lethal. Well, I guess he doesn't have sharp side. Whew, okay, that was tight. I missed lethal on the turn that I swapped, thinking he didn't have the sharp side. If I'd known he has single combat or not, probably wouldn't have gone for it. Like, we shaved through an entire Galio on board. I thought that was kind of impressive. All in one turn, too. What am I? This deck's probably running Thermo, although I don't know if I'm playing around in turn 1 Thermo. This deck should have a very difficult time in actually dealing with the AZIR. Unless it's like specifically like a level Gnar giving it over or giving it vulnerable. Jordan W. Jordan W is such a good emote. Nearly did miss an attack. Timelines? Yes. I'm surprised. I know Jordan was like having trouble finding a deck that clicked for him this season, but every time I played him, he's just playing Timelines, which has piqued my interest. I'm very surprised that Timelines is a deck that he sort of navigates towards. Deck code, please. If you type in !list in the chat, you should be able to get the deck list. Like, our start is just really insane. Oh, thank you. Mystic? Deck does run Get Excited, right? Like, maybe we just threw away our AZIR here. I think there's Get Excited, which makes me very sad to have played out the AZIR into Get Excited range, but seems okay as well. It's kind of annoying. I obviously don't want his Gnar to level on a turn where I have AZIR in play. Gnar gives him pokey sticks, also kind of annoying. Maybe like set back his Gnar a turn. It's not great, but sort of okay. Could have stagehand as well. You're not that sad about it, buddy. Don't worry. He doesn't attack into my AZIR, interesting. Oh, what a draw. Okay, so we're just gonna get really aggressive this turn. Because now he can't replay Gnar into stagehand. And like maybe he's forced to block here and we can just go super wide. Ooh, alright. Oh, buddy, you're dead. You're actually just dead here.
We are at the threshold of something.
That was kind of crazy. That's why stagehand is so good, right? You can stop the units that block really well and watch the NBA finals. Who are you rooting for, buddy? Are you a Warriors fan or are you the other team, whatever they are? Alright, GG's, buddy. Who's the other team playing again? It's like the I have no idea. He's like Celtic. Alright, Field of Mina. 3 Avalanche, 3 Ravine, 3 Will, no Homecoming, no Palm. Interesting list. Lakers fan, Aphelios. And I think this is a relatively good matchup as well. Because they can't really deal with AZIR, right? Homecoming's not bad to reset Viktor, but I think I just need to look harder for like AZIR. What's my favorite deck right now? What is my favorite deck right now? I do quite like the Zoe Aphelios Winding Light. I like Fizz Riven. What else? I really like these mid-rangey tempo decks. I'm not a super big fan of anything like Bernie, and most control right now doesn't feel phenomenal. So I'm sort of like in between, where there's just like some very nice tempo orient. Ugh, annoying. Oh, he doesn't play Daring Core. Interesting. Okay, we'll have to smack him for a bit then. What have I really liked recently? I think those are like the main ones. Just like the Zoe Winding Light deck, and then the Fizz Riven. This hand is not it. Saving this is pointless. He has elusive blockers. This is really, really rough. We are in desperate need of AZIR right now. Like AZIR might save us here. Maybe not AZIR, maybe actually Irelia would be slightly better. That's really not it, buddy. We'll see where we can get aggressive with like a Defiant Dance play. Yep. We'll save this for like a Blade Dance card if we ever draw into one. I'm not even sure on how proper this is. Ooh, sakes it. Because he can like replay Aphelios, but that's not really blocking anything. And he can't play out another moon weapon here. So aggressively passive. So afraid. Oh my god, that's so big. That's huge. Is he dead? No, not quite. We need to save this so we can open attack with it, I think. That's so big, because this will keep my student alive this turn. Oh, we're not quite there. Why does he replay Aphelios? So it's just gonna go like crescendo. So you have a unit, maybe plays Daring Koro. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Ah, he's just gonna heal a bit. Yikes. Forgot about that. Alright, bail me out with the draw, please. I probably should have been a little bit more patient. I totally forgot about Severum. Play dance card, pow. So good. Honestly, probably the best card I could ever hope for there. So I can still like play out Homecoming as well. It's like if he lets this resolve, my Irelia doesn't die, right? So he has to like Mystic Shot right now. Get excited. I probably have to save my Irelia here. I'm not winning if I do that. I'm not winning if I play this either. Ah! We're so close yet so far. Six? Oh, this is frustrating. Because you can just replay Aphelios and get Severum. Maybe he just like doesn't take Severum here and he can't phase into it easily. God, if he had a 1-drop there, we just win. That's a card. Oh, okay. We need to survive this turn. As long as he does have Winding Light, it's a little bit... He discarded Winding Light, so the chance of him not having a second one are pretty low, I would guess. It's not a Winding Light. But he phases into Severum. So he's only healing, what, 6? And then we have Irelia again. Okay. I'm very surprised by his plays. It seemed a little bit strange there. But that also means we're still kind of in it.
Only a fool would enter battle unprepared.
Still in it.
No time to rest.
With the knights in race.
Take my hand.
I don't know about like buffing Aphelios, because like if I have another recall, isn't like that health buff going to waste? It's also weird, it's like now he doesn't have... Jesus Christ, what a draw. Because now he doesn't have Severum for this turn either, right? Well, like Severum blocking is so insane, especially if you have like a 4/6 Aphelios. Just blocks like 4 times and I just don't get to kill you. I mean, these draws are kind of nutter butters. Infernum's not going to help you, and the card you phase into is going to help you either. So this is kind of poggers.
We dance to the drums of war, and all our hearts beat as one. Every blade, every beat needs grace.
Okay. That really sting. But maybe we just get there. Clickbait stream? What do you mean? Wait, there's no clickbait. This is factual. If we ever lose to Thralls tonight, we're ending the stream. 100%. Okay. He's dead? He's actually dead, right? Because he needs a unit. Let's go. Wait. Wait, but we won, right? Let's go. Alright guys, that's going to be the games. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you again so much if you made it all the way to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. Consider leaving a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. But if you want to try the deck for yourself, the deck code will be down below in the description. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another video. So peace out guys, and take care.